Thought I'd give you a couple of seconds to read that, but I'm not single. But I've got a kind of understanding wife. Probably she doesn't like me, so I spend a lot of time in here. But there we go, that's enough of that. Very short video, I presume. Obviously I've just started recording this, so I don't know how long it's going to be, but I would imagine it's pretty small. Just going to show you what I'm doing today. I've got work this afternoon, but got itchy fingers. I kind of want to get down here and do this, so it's a good thing. So let me just flip the camera around and show you and talk to you what I'm going to be doing. Right, here's a couple of boot lids I've got for the Mini. Now, I've also got this one as well, which I got given. As you can probably see, just there's a little bit of a dent. And let's get the strip light in the right place. There's another one just there. The rest of the boot lids, I mean, you know, there's little ones like that, but the rest of the boot lid is fairly good. It's been painted with aerosols before, and he's done a reasonable job, you know, for aerosols. Pretty good. So anyway, obviously all that's going to be rubbed back. Now this boot lid's got a little bit of a problem, which I will say was caused by me in the first place. So all looks good, doesn't it? Pretty good. Until you go to that corner. Now, like, what the hell's going on here? Well, I modified a fuel tank for the guy who owned this Mini. Put the filler neck inside the boot lid in that top corner, and the boot lid didn't shut properly. So his solution was to cut the corner of the boot lid out. So, going back to these two, this green one is fairly straight. It's got a bit of a ding there which I could probably sort out, but the biggest problem is it's pretty rusty, so I'm calling this one scrap really. So what I've done, I've cut the corner of it out, and there it is. This one pretty much the same. I mean, it is fairly solid once again, but it's got these GB badges which have been riveted on. It's just fairly tatty, and it's going to take a lot of work to get that looking really good. So I'm going for this one. I've cut this corner out of the green one, and I'm just going to stitch that back in there, giving me a pretty good boot lid. So there you go. That's my little mission for today. I'm going to weld that in, clean it all up, give it a bit of primer. Depending on how I feel once I've done that, I might be really enthusiastic and I might start rubbing it down, getting it looking good. I don't know. Like I say, depends how enthusiastic I feel. So anyway, bring you back in a moment when I've cleaned all this up and got it all ready to weld in. Right, got this cleaned up and ready to tack in place. It's still not quite lined up just in the corner there, but I just got to push it into place, so it's just balanced in there at the moment, as you can see. This side's pretty much good to go. So yeah, right, I'm just going to tack it into place and show you what I mean. Right, that's it, just tacked into place. It's not too bad. It's a little bit high here, so may just tap that down a little bit, but the rest of it looks good. So just going to weld it all the way in. Right, that is it now, all welded into place. Not very pretty, I know, but it's certainly in there. That's probably the, where are you? That's probably the least prettiest bit. And the other, not a problem, but the other little issue, I don't know if you can really make it out. Yeah, I suppose you can. Let's get a bit of light on it. Right, yeah. So this corner here sticks out a little bit more, so I'm just going to have to dress that up a little bit more and shape it in, put it into shape a bit better. Obviously the boot lids was slightly different or whatever. But anyway, I'll get on with the angle grinder now and give this a clean up. grind it all back, maybe just a tiny skim of filler just to make it look dead smooth in the end. But right, let's attack it with a grinder. Right, there you go, as if by magic. Let's say this is slightly indented, very slightly, so a skim of filler over that will hide that bit, and there's just sort of grinding marks and what have you. So like I say, a very thin skim of filler. That bit didn't line up too well either. I don't know quite what happened there, because I'm sure I lined the panels up when I tacked it together. But there we go. But overall, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Like I say, skim of filler, bit of primer, and then knock back and paint the whole lot. I'm happy. Now the people who do bodywork will probably be watching this thinking, oh my God, he don't know what he's doing. And yeah, I ain't got a clue, but I'm having a go. You know, bit of a have a go hero, I suppose you can call it. Don't know about the hero bit, but there we go. So this is what I've done. Oh, hold on, can't show you yet. Only joking. Right, I've put some filler on this. I haven't sanded it back yet. This is literally just slap the filler on it. Okay, now I'm going to sand it down, and at a flash of a bit of sparky thing, I'll be back and I'll show you what I've done. I hope it's going to look quite good. Are you ready for this? This is what it looks like now. Now, it's okay. It's a lot better than just the grinding marks in it. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. If I'm honest, there's a couple of little high spots of metal poking through here. I could put another bit of fill around it just to build it up a bit more, but I'll be honest, you can hardly feel it. There's a tiny little bump just there, but the rest of it all feels pretty smooth. So let me just get a bit of primer on it, and as soon as I've got the primer on it, I'll bring you back so you can see it when it's all sort of shiny and you can see where all the lumps and bumps are. I'm just going to blow it off with the airline first. There you go. Like I say, yeah, I know it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. I'm happy, and that's all that matters, I think. So there you go. That's that bit. Obviously, I've got to let this primer go off completely before I can flip the boot lid over and start prepping the outside of it. Started to sand down a little bit of the orange paint that's already there, but like I say, I'm just going to leave it now, probably till Monday, and then once the primer's completely hard Monday, then I can start doing that. That's my plan for Monday. Monday. Oh, I've got to help someone else. I've got to help one of my friends out on Monday, put a reversing camera on his camper van. Yeah, so it'll be Monday afternoon. I think I'll start doing that. But yeah, that's it then. Oh yeah, I was going to say, that's my plan for Monday. I want to see if I can prep and primer the bonnet, boot and doors. So if I can get them in primer, that's going to be another big step forward. So right now then, thanks for watching this very short little video. Hope you like my little repair. See you Monday.